Hello, my crafty friends. Alicia here from Love Letter Generation. Hope you're all doing well. We are going to put together this gorgeous die set, which is the 3D envelope box from Scrapdiva Designs. So I'm going to do a sped up version of how how you put this together. And yeah, let's get onto it. So what you're wanting to do is die cut out 2 of your coloured cardstock of choice and 2 of your patterned paper of choice. So 2 for each of these. That creates the box and the lid, your little side flaps for the lid, your side panels for the box. And when you're doing the top part of the lid, you want to cut out the bigger piece for the lid and then the smaller piece for the bottom of the box. So I'm just going to try different glue to what I would usually use. I usually would use my like an E6000, let's just say a Temu version of a cheaper E6000, which I absolutely love, but I have this glue from scrapbook.com, which I received quite a while ago when I placed an order through them. So I thought that I would try this one out instead of my really sort of strong scented dupe of E6000. And we're just going to glue down all our patterned papers onto our coloured cardstock paper. That way it'll make your box nice and sturdy. I decided to have a little break from Christmas crafting and wanted to go with this cute pink cardstock from Basil, I believe it is. And I'm also using a really pretty cherry patterned paper from a Park Lane paper pad, which I hauled from Spotlight. It's like a fun food, like party food themed paper pad. I've been doing so many Christmas projects recently that I really needed a break from it, a little bit of a change. So I thought I'd start working on some Valentines. This 3D envelope box set from Scrapdiva Designs is their November release, and you can also create A2 cards and envelopes using this die set. It's so versatile, and yeah, you can do any theme, any collection. You can use it all year round. I absolutely love it. And I can see myself, I'm going to be using this die a lot. And the weather is so crazy here today. It keeps raining, and then the sun comes out, and then it rains again, and then the sun is out again. Such bizarre spring weather we are having. But now that the sun is out again, the birds are having a good old time outside. It's so beautiful. So almost done gluing all our pieces together, and then we can start popping our box together and start creating the lid as well. I don't know if you guys can hear that wind. Now it's so windy. Now, what I've realised with these pieces for the side of the box lid, I'm not too sure which direction to glue them because I haven't followed a tutorial or anything like that. I'm just putting it together right here, right now with you guys. And I haven't put it together before and I haven't seen how it's put together. So I basically I just wing it. I just go with the flow and do things how I think that they might go together. So I'm just folding in all my pieces, all the flap bits. And it's so easy to fold as well. Like the embossing for everywhere that you have to fold, you don't even need a bone folder or anything like that. I'm able to just, you know, fold every piece in easily just using my fingers. And I'm just going to start creating the top of the lid for the box. Oh my gosh, it's getting windy. And this tool that I'm using, I actually hauled this when I went over to America, to the States for the month of, when was it? When did I go? Was it October? September. September, I think it was. Oh my gosh, it seems like forever ago now. Oh my gosh, did you guys hear that? I think that is thunder. So this set comes with other little pieces. So I ended up die cutting out this glitter cardstock and created this bow, which I think I'm going to put on the front of my box lid. So I'm just using some of that that dupe, like E6000 that I get from Temu. Or actually, I should say that little tube, I actually got that from Kmart. It was in like a crafty, like a craft kit from Kmart. So they're pretty much putting the same glue that you get from Temu into their craft kits. Like the ones that you end up having to glue like all your jewels and bits and pieces down. So now I'm going to start putting my bottom part of the envelope box together. If you are using a patterned paper, make sure that you are die cutting it the right way up. Otherwise, use a pattern that, you know, if you glue it on the wrong way or stick it, the wrong way around, it's not going to matter. Something like plaid or polka dots or florals always seem to work. But I did not want my cherries upside down, so I made sure that I did all that right with my die cutting. And I thought I'd use a different glue just to do the sides, just so they adhere extra well, because I know that the dupe E6000 that I'm always using in my crafting works really, really well. Nothing ever comes apart. So I wanted to go with that while I'm putting the box together. My gosh. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Yeah, they're rumbling in the background. It's nice and sunny, but every now and then I just get this really loud rumble in the background. So I'm just making sure that I'm gluing it in the right spot where all the creases are, so it'll bend nicely. So I'll just do this side panel, and then we should be able to glue on the bottom piece of the box. Just making sure that's all aligned and nicely glued down. And this would make just such a cute box. Even if you didn't create the lid, it would make such a fun box. You could stick it onto, you could literally glue it onto the back of some heavy duty cardstock and make it like a mega loaded 3D pocket. Here's the tricky part. I'm lucky that I have small hands, that's for sure. Getting in all these little pieces. And I know I probably do this so differently to everybody else. I never do things the easy way. I always do things backwards. It's just how I am. I just go with what my brain tells me at the time. So now that I'm folding the lid of the box in, I've realised that I did end up gluing my patterned paper upside down. So I'm thinking, I like the idea of the top of the box lid being like a flap lid instead of a box lid that just comes on and off. So I am going to cut the edges off the sides, glue the back, and then make it into like a flap lid. And that's the thing with these dies, you can just do them to your own specifications if you want. You can change things. Yeah, you can alter things to how you would like to do it. It doesn't always necessarily have to be exact or the same way that everybody else does things. So I'm going to make sure this lid is glued down so well. Like I said, this glue, I absolutely love it because it dries fairly quickly, but it also still gives you enough time to maneuver it if you need to. So if you've stuck it in the wrong position, if you need to move it slightly, it gives you that little bit of time to do that. And it's also easy to clean. Gosh, I sound like I'm doing an ad for Dupe E1000. Not E1000. E6000. Oh, so now I'm just going to add my Velcro dots on. I don't have any magnets, so I'm just going to go with the good old Velcro dot. My pink ones, which I absolutely love. And that is turning out super, super cute. So very happy with how it is turning out. And then we are going to try and decorate it. Not sure how yet. Now, she did turn out quite cute. I did end up changing her up a bit. So when I was putting this together, I realized that I had glued my sides of the box upside down, and that just would have completely annoyed me. And I didn't want to go back and do more die cutting just for those 4 little other pieces. So I thought it would be a great way just to show you that if you do make a mistake, there are always other alternatives. And so what I ended up doing is I just cut the little flat bits off the sides, which you would have seen. I ended up gluing the back part on, and to create, so instead of it being a box lid, which it's originally meant to be, I decided to pop it into this like a flip lid basically. You just have to be careful with those Velcro dots. So instead of it being a box lid that you take off, I thought I'd do it as a envelope style lid that opens up like so. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my crocodile, because you also have other pieces that come with the set. So you've got a bow piece. So I ended up creating just this gold glitter bow, and I thought that that would look really cute on the front
bit here of the envelope box, and I also want to dangle a couple of little fun like pendants as well to the bottom of the lid piece. So I grabbed a few little bits and pieces that I thought would work well with the gorgeous cherry pattern. And this patterned paper that I used for this is actually a Park Lane paper pad, and it's like a fun party through the food theme. Excuse my language. Oh my gosh, my talking is getting worse, and yeah. Anyway, so yes, it's a Park Lane fun paper pad that I used to grab this cherry paper, which I hauled from Spotlight here in Australia. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to punch a hole on the lid bit here. And then pop in an eyelet. I apologize for the lighting constantly changing. It was so nice and sunny, and then all of a sudden it just went really dark and started pouring rain. So it is so dark outside. So I'm just trying to see which eyelet I want to go with, because I do like this heart one. But I guess you don't want it to be, yeah, I don't want it to be too much, so, you know, you don't want to be just seeing the eyelet. Okay, you can hear the mother bird outside. Well, I can anyway. There's like a bird just nesting outside of my son's window, and yeah, she's had little babies. It's so cute. Can't even see here, so I'm just hoping that I got it in the right spot. Just go by feel. Yep, there we go. So that worked. So we've got our nice little eyelet piece there. So now I can dangle. I was thinking of sticking with the cherry theme and dangling a cute little cherry at the front, and I didn't know if I wanted to also stick like a love, like something like that. I think that one's a bit too much. Let's have a look. Let go the pale pink. What's that? That's the chain. Should I do it on a tiny little bit of chain? No. Sorry guys, that's me always talking to myself. I think that one matches. Just double check. Otherwise I can go a big, large gold one. Let me just see what that is going to look like. And will it fit? Oh, it does. Look at that. So that fits. Now the question is, how many pendants do I want on there? Sorry, being a lefty. So please don't forget to check out my 10% off coupon code. I'll leave that in the description box for you guys. So then when you jump over to the Scrapdiva Designs website, you can get a discount on your order. Just helps out. And as you can see, this ends up looking so adorable. Not sure how I'm gonna go, like how I want to decorate it yet, but oh my gosh, yeah, I love that cherry on there. I think that's so pretty. Do I want to add? No, I feel like that's just going to be too much. I know I want to add the bow. Like here somewhere, and I want to stick something onto this bow to decorate it. So let's do that. I know this video is super long. That's why I wanted to do the sped up version in the middle of how I glued it all together and how I ended up alternating it as well. It's such a cute die set, it really is. And I've been wanting to do a box like this for quite a while, so I like that, you know, I ended up gluing those things upside down because then it gave me a good reason, a good excuse to turn this into the box the way I sort of wanted to do it. So I'll just stick that bow down like that, wait for it to dry, and then stick something on the top piece. So I'm just trying to decide now on how I want to decorate this bow, whether I want to use one of these pretty little pink flowers that my good crafty friend Vicky made for me. So I don't know if I want to stick one of these in the center of the bow, which is going to look so pretty. Or do I want to stick a puffy sticker or another bow on top of the bow? Because I love this floral puffy sticker here, but then I love this bow. So, and this one. So let's check this out, see how this will look. I love my puffy stickers, and they are perfect for things like this. So I was thinking if I had floral bits sticking up, with then maybe the bow, but I think that might look a bit odd, doesn't it? Does that look a bit odd to you guys? Or, see, this is the fun part, trying to decide how you want to decorate it. And there's so many ways of how you could decorate your bow. Because I love all these bows, they're so gorgeous, but I feel like it just might be overdoing it. Nope, that looks odd. Also looks odd. I think we might just have to go the flower, guys. I think every other option looks a bit strange, so I think we'll just go the simple flower for this one. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I apologize again for the shocking lighting. Yeah, it's absolutely pouring rain here at the moment, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this process. I hope it wasn't too boring for you, but yeah, I thought I'd give a great indication of how you can do things a little bit differently and also how to put this together. And yeah, take care, guys, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.